I could be anything for you, I would be your cure. I'd pour light into your wounds to soak their poison into the potions of love, into the golden and smoldering potion of love. And as their darkness drained, I would tear apart your cage, remolding the bars that held you into your destined wings, into your destined wings, flying above us all in your destined wings.
Absolutely gorgeous. We were the only people parked.
If from your flight you return, I would have sewn a blanket for you, cut fresh from the curative fabric of spring. But hopefully you'd fly off to that destination you were born with, the one they tried to steal from your soul. That destination you were born with, the one they tried to steal from your soul. If I could be anything for you,
I'd like to say a huge thank you to
I would be your cure.
who's come out and supported Michael and Cafe Lockdown to continue doing good.
If I could be anything for you, I would be your cure. I would tear apart your cage, remolding the bars that held you into your destined wings, your destined wings, your destined wings, your destined wings. Fly, just fly. Realize all that is holding you down. The concepts. If I could be anything for you, if I could be anything, I would be your cure. I would be your cure. I would be your cure. If I could be anything for you, I would be your cure. I'd pour light into your wounds to soak their poison into the potions of love, into the golden smoldering potions of love.
Okay, let's get going. Let's just bring Lee in. It's going to be a hell of a show tonight. Oh, we've got the bees on. Okay. We still got trouble with this. Okay, we're going to have to do that. Lee, you really wanted to go somewhere different tonight, so tell us about it. Where do you want to go tonight? It's not so much medical.
tonight. Tonight we want to basically. It's not what I want to. It's something that I felt is a necessity. So we want to know what is coming and
Yeah.
why we must evolve now. I think that's a topic that is a pattern that's predictable of what is really coming for the world and including Australia as well. And
Yes.
more important is to understand the situation so that you prepare well, and you're looking at 18 months maximum, or it will less somewhere around 1 year.
Yeah.
So
You're
it's
thinking
a very
18
short
months.
time. 18 months. That's the pattern that I've learned. But
Yeah.
we might discuss a little bit about that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to go here. Yeah, there's something wrong with. I've usually got a thing that I can snip and tack and put on, but it's not working at the moment. So I'll just go through the things. So we're going through the global shift nobody's talking about, then Australia's hidden fragilities, the 2026-27 convergence window, why we must evolve and why now, the ARC concept, practical, modern, what everyday Australians can start this week, the hopeful future after the shock. So, yep. So we'll start with, I'll bring it up here as a banner. Oh, stop it. So, 2 secs. Copy. Here we go. So this is the global shift nobody is talking about. For those who don't know, Lee's a pharmacist in Darwin, and usually we're talking about medical stuff, but he wants to go somewhere else tonight. So let's go, Lee. How do you want to start this?
Yeah. I want to. I mean, I think the whole Australia literally go through real storm. We just had our cyclone Fina on Saturday in Darwin,
Yeah.
and a tree fell, almost hit my car, but I didn't park in the
Wow.
spot I supposed.
That
The
was the
place I
palm
supposed
tree.
to park. Yeah, there's a palm tree I mentioned, and there's only the grace of God. I can't say anything else because I was parking somewhere else for some reasons. That's all
Oh,
I can
really?
say. And I was so busy even during the storm. I was doing my work because of what is about to come. And
No, I just love you,
that's,
brother.
yeah,
You just, I love
yeah.
the, I
I
love
just
the
want to
passion.
explain to everyone that I really love to talk about medical health and all this. But when I sit and ponder for since the last presentation, I found that we don't have much time left,
Yeah.
and we are not aware enough or prepared enough. So this is my real heart and honest that I mean, you don't have to be always wear the same cap all the time. Sometimes when impending disaster come, you want to able to, if you're able to see first, you want to be the first one to warn people first thing, and then to prepare some form of solution to help with the what is impending come, just like the storm.
Yeah.
We know as the storm is coming. I think in everyone's deep in their hearts, some kind of storm is coming. I think
Yes.
that one cannot
Oh,
be denied.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Whether
So
it's
today,
financial or this, there's something coming. Absolutely.
exactly.
It's a bit hot for this, so I'll take it off.
And yeah, I think that's. And this conversation, what I want to remind everyone is not to fear driven, because when you have fear, is because you do not understand, and most of the time is because you are uncertain of the future. That's when fear that keeps coming to affect you. But when you can see clearly or better, and then you prepare to a certain degree, there's a certain level of peace and security in there.
Okay.
Right? I think
Yeah.
that's
At
the
least
one
you
I
know.
want to
At
try to
least you
bring.
know. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah.
But I mean, this is just the opening for today, because when time allows, I'll be focusing more on preparation in terms of health as well,
Okay.
and about the system that generates health.
Yeah.
That's so important. But today we just want to see the big picture, because someone still have to say it. So I'm not the economist or financial advice or any kind of thing. This is that much I know. I will share, and I mean, everyone is encouraged to get to know more. The idea of today's discussion is to get to know more what exactly is happening and how it would affect Australia, your own household.
Mhm.
That's a point I want to bring across. Yeah.
Cool.
And we know that Australia has always been resilient. It's quite surprisingly,
Yeah.
I know that Australian themselves, even the diggers, you know, the ANZ, all this, I never appreciated it until I learned their history, how they fought the wars. They are in a different breed.
Oh yeah.
How they
Papua New
fought in
Guinea
the
have a
Vietnam
attack with the
against how many
Japanese. Amazing.
hundreds of, yeah, they have a certain imprint, I would say, like in their DNA. And when they are steady and they prepare, they seems to be at the better when it comes out the other end. That's just from
Yeah.
history patterns. And there's encouragement for all Australians living in this beautiful land. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
what we are seeing now is, I just give a general, because I don't want to go to details of this because I'm not an expert in all this area. But
Sure.
if you anything that concerns you, go and find out more, so that from that context we can deal with more. Because my goal more at the end of this is to prepare a system that will become resilient towards what's coming. This is a big picture. And I have already a big role to play when I'm doing a lot of it is regarding energy sector in Australia. It's a very big thing. But as it develops more, I'll discuss more. But at the moment, it's just that this is the part that I'm involving a lot in it, in terms of understanding and also preparing it, the system of it.
Sure.
And we are talking about supply chains globally. You know, every time when the ship is being stranded, whatever, you see it affects all global as well. It's just a simple thing when we observe in the past few months, years even. And our energy market, we are very dependent on, if I'm not mistaken, is importing, right, fuel for energy.
Yeah, which is ridiculous compared to how much fuel
We
we
produce,
have.
we sell them. I realize that.
We give it
that's
away and then
another
we
thing.
buy it back. It's nuts.
I know. So I have to learn all this, because if not, I don't understand it. How to
It doesn't
deal
make
with the
sense.
situation. Exactly. Although it doesn't make sense, I have to force myself to learn all this. And
Yeah.
then also your manufacturing, you're not having any manufacturing as well.
No.
That's
No,
the one.
that sector has
Yeah.
collapsed.
So
Yeah.
you're talking about jobs and geopolitical pressure, as you know, all this. And we want to be the one that's more certain, is then like a clocking, like you know, like a clockwork, is the global debt. Yeah.
Okay.
US is the highest global debt, 38 trillions.
Yeah, that's right.
And it is important to know that whoever holds US debt, it can be a trigger point for the dominoes to fall. This is just a general idea. We'll discuss more, a little bit more, that one. And then we have our currency volatility as well, you know, our Aussie dollar value. And the supply chain, energy, we talk about that. Recession signals about housing dependent on economy, all the housing.
Oh, the housing's
And
shocking.
yeah,
The housing
you know,
market
housing
is just
thing.
shocking. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
And
seeing people. I'm interviewing another homeless person tomorrow. There's just nowhere for him to live. There's nowhere.
exactly.
Can't afford anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But it's a bubble. It's a bubble that you want to be aware of.
Yeah.
And then everyone's talking about now is AI. AI is people losing jobs in thousands.
Yeah.
And it is reality. You look at all the TikToks and what they're talking, all these young people, they think they have this security of jobs and everything. That one, not even it is secure. And that's why understanding of what is coming, it will put you in a position that is far better than others, because you prepare with certain skills. You prepare with
Yeah.
certain knowledge that you give you that job to solve problems. You know, jobs, I always like to see jobs as the most valuable jobs is the ability to solve problems that is in high demand. That's a
Yes.
simple concept. And that's why they pay big value, big money, because you are the only one that is best suitable to solve this problem.
Yeah.
And the AI as well, we'll talk about it as well later. And Australian unique vulnerability, I just found out only recently because I have to understand it. heavy household debt. I think it's 112% over GDP. Means that your house debt is 1.12 times the debt is more than your country can earn the money, make the money, profit, GDP, gross domestic produce. So
Insane.
it is a sign. It's a sign, and we are very heavy on household debt. I found out a lot of things do with housing in Australia.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's
People
with
have huge mortgages now.
banks, mortgages, right? Yeah.
Mm.
So this is at least you know that this kind of thing is a matter of time and involves banks, of course. And household impact in terms of food price, everything has been increased anyway as well now.
Yeah.
So what I want to mention is we are we have about 18 months to prepare. So I already timed myself on the 1st November, whatever projects that I already decided to do, significant one, until next year, November. By that time, it must be done, complete, and functioning. Because chances are 2027, if you look at all the analysts and everything, closest of it, they can come in agreement, 2027 will not be a good year. And recessions and all these worse than 2008 or 1929 in combination will be the worst because everything has been delayed. That's my understanding. I'm just going by understanding because 2008 about the subprime mortgage, what they call this in America.
Yeah, the subprime mortgage.
These are supposed to let it run through the phase, but it was safe, right? It wasn't safe in a way, but it literally pushed downwards. So it's getting more and more, and then they are saying that they're calling now is the everything bubble.
The everything bubble.
AI bubbles. Now it's an interesting thing. So Warren Buffett has $325 billion in cash. Why is he doing that? He is the smartest investor, I can say one way.
Yeah, because he knows everything's going to crash and he's going to purchase it once it does.
And they always make those people that prepare. Basically, what I learned also, those people that prepare like in 1929, like they have the position that is not involved in all these debt issues. They have the money that when the worst comes, they are the one that profit from. When you say recession, doesn't mean it's bad for everyone.
No.
It just changed hands. That's the simplest way of understanding about recessions. And by understanding this, you need to understand also why I think Apple, they also sell most of their stock or whatever, because now the valuation, I learned one thing about this at least, is the valuation of the stocks. They are like AI stock, especially all these tech stocks are like 10 times, 20 times more than what the company earns. In the simple term, means that it's over valuation. That's why I found out that their company is selling their own stock because they know that it's not going to last this bubble.
So
these are the red signals and all the signs. And I learned from one of the YouTube a lot is from Histofan. I'll put the link later. That he proves based on signals, all these signals I just mentioned, some of it when I understand, is to show that we have 18 months, the clock is ticking until somewhere May or March 2027. The worst will come. And the red lights, the red lights has been shown all over the place. And you will explain more in technical details if you go through that. And it is going to show the pattern that's similar to, he proves the pattern, 1929 and 2008. There are signs before, 18 months before this crash. During that time, they have evidence of it as well.
Because I've heard that in China, but it's hard to know what's real, but they say there's like whole cities that, because there's such prime property, there's no one living in them. There's just
their population has
shrunk in China
mysteriously as well. The population has shrunk mysteriously.
Yeah,
I think you kind of know why, but it is true because in the early days, they say that they run out of crematoriums. Literally, it was in early days during the COVID. They literally say that no place to cremate,
God.
even not even to bury. Cremate, also no place. So
Wow.
you get the picture.
Okay.
So it does have evidence because now it's so empty. One of the reasons because of that. And there are some evidence of those China insiders saying that, their population has shrunk based on their data and statistics alone. They do have numbers and figures.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is the understanding of the cycle of this global shock is very important.
Yeah.
So let me go even more something that shocked me even last week or last 2 weeks only I found out. I don't know anything about economy. Actually, I'm so ignorant. I actually very ignorant about it because I'm so much into health. But I realized that if something our boat we are going to sink and there's no boat, there's no ark,
Yeah.
then we are in trouble. No matter how healthy
Yeah.
you are, it will still
Yeah.
affect you. Healthy alone will not save you by
Yeah.
itself. What I mean, because we need a community of a system that is resilient towards what is coming to shift. And
Yeah.
I found out that the other day, the weakest point I would say in our country is our fuel supply.
Yeah, because we've
My
only got
good
limited,
friend,
haven't we? Like
yeah,
2 weeks.
24 days. It depends on weeks and whatever.
24 days.
The one time I look it up, it changes. A couple of weeks changes all the time, but it's
So
between
that's
20
the
to
pattern
33
there.
days. Yeah,
We're in stage 5.
yeah, that's the one I put it up. Please take time to
89%
understand and learn,
loss.
because that he's not just hyping. He literally put out evidence.
Yeah.
There's one few of it I mentioned because this one I understand better. The one I don't understand that much, too technical, I leave it. But they go by all the patterns. Important in life is to recognize patterns, not prediction. Prediction is not as important as patterns, because you have enough patterns you can kind of predict, but predict alone without the patterns, you cannot prepare well because you don't know what comes what. You just
Yeah.
predict. And
Well, that's what they
prediction is
say.
not accurate.
History doesn't repeat, it rhymes. So that's what the patterns are like. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And this is the reason why I'm doing in this energy sector thing I'm doing now, is because I realized that we are in deep trouble if we don't have 1 month of fuel. No, we don't have fuel coming. In 1 month, we are dry, literally dry.
And yet
So
we're sitting on
what's
all
going
this
to
fuel.
happen?
And we're sitting
Exactly.
on all this fuel.
Exactly.
It's
So
nuts.
this is the weakest point that
Yeah.
I'm working towards dealing with it. And then the other one is the extreme household debts, the one I mentioned. 112% over GDP. Your income that comes in is not enough to pay your debt. Basically, you will be crushed by a debt burden in a layman's term. So this is happening in their families, as you know. And then with your mortgage, your bank loans, 60 to 65% Australian bank loans are in mortgages. What happened?
Amazing.
Is the thing. So these are very, very straightforward things. People already knew about it. But knowing about it, and then you need to know next is what to do about it to safeguard yourself as much as possible, and in a community setting and in a system that can reproduce, then we can help each other. That's the main goal of it.
Yeah.
So just a quick in terms of all crashes, they have these patterns. All crashes doesn't mean this kind of big one coming, but I just give an idea. You always have a spike, suddenly someone sell the stock, a lot of it, whatever reason, and this caused the market to panic and all this, and then you have tightening of lending and all this, where the banks will pull back lending. So this is the big picture on it. You can see where this kind of thing leads to, and then government always will steps in and trying to make it less likely, doesn't look that bad, and then it lets the market to recover a little bit. They call the dead cat bounce. That's why I learned the terms. But it's just briefly bounce back, and then they think that it's fine, and then the real breakdown happens, and then the worst one is the
Great
gnawing
comment,
effect.
Maria. just that great comment there. Australia has fuel
Yeah.
reserves,
It's,
but a sold out
it's how
government.
you deal with it. That's the
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
And the breakdown of it is the gnawing of the effect that it will really, if you are not prepared, even your mental, I see from history, is they will gnaw you down so much so that you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And chances they're saying this will happen in 2027, that so much things happen at the same time, you will not able to think properly. When you're able to think properly, you literally cannot do anything.
Yeah.
And this is a real preparation. You will literally remember this day when I first say this, and by the time it happens, because it's going to be very memorable because of how much it affects people. And then when you see all this, it will literally remove a lot of people's wealth during that kind of all the way downturn. You're looking at the
You will own
last.
nothing. You will
You'll
own
be
nothing.
happy.
And you'll be happy.
And it's not even 2030 yet, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not even 2030 yet.
Yeah.
But they will make sure that the process all completed. That's why what they plan. They did have a plan even. That's the thing. But if we not even survive 2027, you're done. Literally, you're done. You're done.
Wow.
So I have been looking at the history of 1929. If you have time, the YouTube link, this person explained 1929, the pattern, 2008, the pattern, and what is coming with the red flags that has been showing, red signals that have been showing. And in terms of financial stuff, he does a very good at understand finance to know about tech stocks or whatever, security, at least what to do, de-risking, whatever they call this stuff. But I don't know anything about this stuff. I just know one thing is to don't get into debt.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
because that
no
debt
debt.
is
I
gonna,
actually have no debt.
follow you.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful that
Money,
even my
but on the
car,
debt.
all this has been fully paid. When I bought a car first time, over the years, fully paid. I'm happy. I'm not intended to get into any debt, which is a good thing. As much as possible. We'll talk more about that one. And another one, it just happened only I think a few days ago, is the one called Japanese yen carry trade unwind. This one I'll explain a bit because
Japanese yen?
Yeah, Japanese yen trade is an investment strategy that traders or investors, they borrow their yen at very low interest or zero almost.
Yeah.
They invest in funds that are higher yielding. So the difference, they make the profit.
Oh,
They used to do this for like, I think, three decades. That's why, because of this thing they are doing, Japan becomes the largest holders of US Treasury debt. That one also I have to know because I need to know which domino start first. That's how a research comes to that.
So Japan,
and this one just came to the news.
goes,
Yes.
Yeah.
The big flag is you look at Japan, and if you Google today, just go and learn what does it mean by Japan carry trade unwind, because this unwind is a reversal of this process. And they reversed by the Japan Prime Minister putting 135 billion almost stimulus to increase the Japan bond yields. This what they say is the trigger to start the unwinding of Japan carry trade.
Yeah.
And you know how much Japan's debt is per GDP? 250%.
Oh my Lord.
It's the highest in the world, probably even. I didn't even compare.
I sort of think about Japan. Legally in Japan, you can disappear from your life and start a new life in Japan. They have companies that will say to you, Lee, if you've got too much debt,
You're right.
all this,
They have to disappear.
and you just vanish, and then they take you to some sort of dodgy area where no one asks questions, and you start a new life.
Yeah,
isn't that incredible? And it's legal. You're allowed to do it, and
Japan
I think they're all going to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go.
And then Japan also is the largest holder of US debt. If you look it up, it's about almost 1.2 trillion now. By the way, 1 trillion is 12 zeros. In trillions, you hold US debt.
Trillions.
So now the traders are unwinding their position because they cannot take easy profit anymore. So it means that the Japanese yen from US, Australia, all to come back. Because they're going to need to sell their asset to stop this trade from happening because it's reversing.
Yeah.
So this is the red flag that is very big. And then if you need to find out to what degree our Australia has influence with Japan's in terms of their yen and all this. I don't know that one, but please do research, because if you talk about a lot of financial person, people
Thanks,
talking on
Alex.
YouTube,
Yeah.
doing the YouTube, right? It will they will explain to you what kind of impact might happen. I mean, sometimes I say that, oh, it might not happen anything, but it's a sign that this unwinding will happen. The question is it catastrophic? Is it just dampening it? Depends on how they respond. That's much I know. But it's a sign that we need to watch is Japan. That's what I know. So the Japan we in the next 2 months, they say you will know what will happen, because the process started and cannot be stopped. It can slow down, depends on what you act on it, and is this hope. I'm pretty sure that it will not be catastrophic straight away, because we still have time.
Yeah,
that is a part that I'm quite confident of. So,
but you feel that it's inevitable.
Not feel, it's mechanical. You know, nowadays a lot of this stuff mechanical. You know why? They use AI to do trading. So there's a stop loss, all this, that it must happen because they don't want to lose money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So certain things can trigger all these things when the price has been fluctuating a lot. That's how a lot of these stocks and cryptos, all this been triggered to cause what they call the domino effects. That is the least I know. I never do trading. I'm not a trader at any time at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But that is the least I understand is mechanical, and especially if AI driven, bots driven nowadays, it's even more catastrophic because everyone is following the same rule because they don't want to lose money, and the bot is doing the trading. It automatically close the position or whatever. Sell the stuff so that they don't lose money. But imagine everyone's doing it because of the trigger happens. That is different from 1929. That you need to understand. So that concept is important to know. Now I think we can go more
Take
about...
a break. Read this. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. No sex, no drugs, no wine, no women, no fun, no sin, no you. No wonder it's
Jason.
Jason, it's terrible. So sad, brother. Yeah.
He's the one who reads a lot of health stuff as well. He knows a lot, I believe so.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, what I want to say is why we can't ignore this pattern is because we are very fragile. We as a country, fragile. You say that fragile, we only have 1 month worth of fuel in the country. Reserve. What I mean reserve. That you can use, You can use, Not crude oil or anything that you can use in your car vehicle.
G'day, Valerie. I won't tell George.
And then,
it's that's insane. The government's supposed to be going. We got 24 days worth of fuel for the entire country. It's bonkers, especially when we're sitting on so much of it.
That was my friend, I think it's accountant or something, mentioned that because I wasn't aware of this. I was just talking about what's happening, and then I say that you're not aware of the fuel that you don't have reserve fuel at all.
Oh, I've just lost my light.
Yeah.
So keep going, Lee.
Yeah. So this is the big picture, and then food fragility. We know that we are heavily dependent on fertilizer as well. Coming in. Yeah. Like we can see the impact of it during Ukraine war, how the fertilizer affect as well, globally. So the impact of you need to grow food, you need fertilizer in terms of large scale. Yeah, and with food we are very dependent also, because
which is another crazy thing that we're dependent on. It's
there are not so much knowledge to have their own grow kind of food in this culture, but it's getting more popular on people growing their own food and all this.
Everywhere.
In the future, I might talk more about it because I'm really passionate. I want to create a food system, literally, urban food system. There are many types in YouTube, and if you have those that can be created, then you have small oases in places all around Australia. That will help when this energy crisis hits. You see.
That's right, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I hear lots of people everywhere I go. People are trying to grow food,
Yes.
and I really admire it. But if you're going to grow enough food to feed your family, you're going to need more than your backyard. You know what I mean? It's yeah, we're in this, yeah, precarious is the word, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't let me stop you. Keep going.
And it's keep adding though. That's the thing. It keeps piling up because
Mm.
we are so good at mitigating disaster. In fact, we are very
Yeah,
good
yeah, we're
because
great.
it's easy to get resources nowadays because we are all
Yeah,
connected. But adding more debt, whatever ways you're saying, no matter how, that debt will one day collapse. That is just mathematics, right?
absolutely. We owe $1
They
trillion.
call it kick the
How
cans
do
down
we
the
owe
road.
$1 trillion? You know,
Yeah. So it's
no one
it's
says
the concept of
anything.
kicking the
We owe
cans
$1
down the road.
trillion. You know.
Yeah. It's I mean every country need to save themselves also. No country just come and save you, by the way. Because every
Yeah,
country
no,
is exposed.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that is a part that we need to understand also. Like there's no savior come and save you in a way. But
yeah,
it's all of us that needs to come together, you know.
yeah.
Oh, if you only talk about toilet paper, I think got more things to concern about. But yeah, of course,
Oh,
I know.
Australians love toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they fight for. Have you noticed that?
I know if
You're
you only
told
think
that
of
the
toilet
only thing, if
paper,
you wanted Australians to just
2027,
fight for anything, just wrap it in toilet paper.
yeah, 2027, that will be very interesting if you only think about toilet paper. Because when you don't have food, I don't think you think about toilet paper. Let's tell you first, I think. Yeah. And the
Are those magic beans like magic mushrooms there, Christian? So then you can have the cow. Now, so moving on, where are we next?
I
The
think we just move
fragility is
straight away.
insane when we actually think about it, you
Hmm?
know? The insane position we're in. You know, we're
Yeah.
giving our gas away for nothing makes any sense economically. You know,
Everything
building all these turbines,
you
they don't
just
work.
export, you just give away.
I know. We hand it over. We're like the Red Cross.
Exactly.
You know, I don't
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. I think it's Belinda's
So
overspent tonight.
mm, so now I want to come to the most important for all of us get involved. I
Okay.
think what I just shared, they are far more than that. If you really feel that you need to learn more, learn to know the impact of it, so that what
Mm.
we're going to discuss now, you can be more informed to plan towards it. So
Yeah.
why we must evolve? So I want to say this because most people know me as nutrition, you know, health, wellness, which is still my passion. No question
Yes.
about it. It's just I
No
don't have
question. No.
that time for this moment to deal with that.
Yeah.
And what I really good at is pattern recognition and build
Mm-hmm.
systems. That's why the way I help with people with COVID injuries, all this, it works very well because of the system built within it.
Mm-hmm.
How you coordinate the supplements in different stages to work the best for the body recover.
Mm-hmm.
So the same kind of way of mindset I apply. And one thing also, I'm very good at science. I can very easily understand any science, quantum physics or anything. By the way, I study physics also, so
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
know.
you do? Wow. It wouldn't
Yes.
surprise me.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh, I have a lot of things. One of my projects, I want to create a very unique kind of water that is literally can be anti-aging. Just to let you know. But I just don't have time to even continue that one. But because you understand about the science of it and certain things you can manipulate. So
Yeah.
so the work I want to bring to this community, your community, all for Australia's sake, yeah, is
Yeah.
to build an efficient working system in each like a module in each area, like a hub where community gathers. They have all the expert in their own ways, in their own communities, that you can help each other become the expert of each certain areas that become of great help. And then you
Mm-hmm.
pull together, we call what do you call resource gathering of human capital. I think that's what the world, the corporation say, human capital. You want
Mm-hmm.
to deploy human capital of those that are good at things, like example, like you're good at accounting, or you do all this accounting of inventories of this community, and then you build someone very good at farming, grow food, grow the best of the food, the resilient food, the drought sustaining food, even better. So this concept I want to call is we need to build resilient system for food. Finances is a very strong one, unfortunately, because without certain ways to butter, which is finance, they do that. It's very hard to trade stuff. So finances, if you have, even better, because you will profit from this recession, because everything will go down. You can know when recession means that everything is fire sale, kind of, because no one can afford. So that's why they have to let go. And energy, if you're good at energy, I kind of like energy. In fact, green, not necessarily always
just 2 secs. Jenny, whoever you are, Jenny with the booby. Oh, did you get rid of it? Yeah, we're not scamming anything. We're not asking for any money tonight. We're just talking about what's coming. Lee usually talks about health to a great degree. He's been on numerous times. He's never asked for any money. He's never sold anything. He's just sharing knowledge. So I'll ask you to stop doing what you're doing, or I'll block your ass. No offense. Go ahead, Lee.
Oh, thank you. Where am I? Oh, yeah. The community is very important. And then one thing today I want to spend more time discussing is the use of AI. But I'll explain more. So we want to build a modern, resilient, like an ark concept. Ark is a big ship
like
that holds a lot of animals, and save those animals, whoever's on board. So it must have some kind of practicality in it, and is able to adapt. And if even better, if it's efficient, and then it is community first, and then household driven. So these are the resilient blueprint that we can implement. And now I want to talk more about the AI is the great equalizer.
Yeah, this is what I've been talking about lately. This is really interesting. It's like a two-edged sword.
Yeah. You're talking about shifting energy sector. You think so easy. I know nothing about energy sector, by the way. But now I know about the process of ship transporting oil and all this, how to understand the pricing, how to get the system to be stabilized, understand the whole system of oil trading. All this require real knowledge. And without AI, I tell you, I would never know all this. And I use even like all the AIs I can get on hand, because if you don't if you use the AI and then you reach a limit, right? But I'm using so much, I use different one, even free, to help me to do what I need to do.
How do you know that AI is telling you the truth? Do you think we have too much faith in that it's telling us the truth? Because I have seen places where it's been found to be lying or making it up.
When you talk about truth, what part of the truth is significance? Let's say you're talking about a truth regarding to the statistics say is 34%, the other one is 52%, or they are wrong, they just make up their numbers. For me, that one depends on what you want to get out of it. It's not so important. But AI in general, in terms of science, logics, are quite accurate. I mean, somehow you need to know a certain degree of stuff. It's not so you don't know anything about it. And I mean, practice logic, and it better you talk to friends that know something about that. But somehow, whatever ways you research, do use it. I would say that it helps a lot. I mean, if you think that it's not true, sometimes you follow your instinct, all this. Of course, you can find someone that knows about that. But the idea is community needs to get together, and using AI, it's really time saving. I took hours and hours learning through AI because I don't have time to go through every single website, and it must have reasonable and then I use other AIs to counter check it as well.
Okay. So
Just
you
to
counter check
know.
with other AIs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Especially in terms of calculations, because
Yeah.
sometimes they don't understand certain form of calculations.
Yeah.
But it helps a lot. It helps to reduce the stress. It helps to simplify tools. It helps in your planning. My planning can never happen because I don't have personal planner. But using AI, it helps me to plan how to structure. But you need to know how to ask the questions. That's the thing about it. As soon as you can understand AI, you want to learn, even from YouTube, easy to learn how to prompt AI. They call how to show AI what are important, what are the things that are important. How you shape the
Can I stop you
questions.
there for a sec? I just want to go back to this comment. All the theory in the world, however necessary, is worthless if it isn't put into practice. Yeah, I think this is, and I'm seeing this happening around the country that they're putting it into practice, Sylvia. Homesteading, gardening, prepping is not easy. It's lifestyle. Yeah, I agree with you, Sylvia. I think it is, Yeah. Sorry, continue, Lee. Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
so that's why if you are very good in that area, homestead gardening, get together a group, teach people, you know and
Mm.
and be prepared, because we can be only strong as a community. If
Yeah.
we are by ourselves, we will be swallowed up. There's no question about it. and
Yeah, that's
and
right.
and using AI to help to put together, and then you can counter check with someone as well. And literally, it saves a lot of time. I just cannot emphasize further than more. And time is the one we are running out now. And I
Yeah.
call it, like, you can help the survival advantage. You can always counter check, cross check, but don't be too picky about details unless it's life and death details, let's say.
Hmm.
Unless it's something that really significantly affect. So you still need to have some logic to know that by just statistics say this doesn't matter if it's wrong. I mean,
Mm.
at the end of the
Yep.
day, is, let's say, is something become worse or increased risk. Okay, I'll do something about it, but the numbers for me is not very important, because I still want to do something about it. So
Yeah.
that is my mindset.
Yeah.
So the one that I put through in terms of energy, learning all this, I learned about the whole system, how it works. So in general, all this, they're getting the information about system and all this is already available in the public, and it has been well-known facts as well. A lot of this stuff, maybe they're not so accurate when something is latest research and all this, because they haven't
Mm.
been updated yet. Most likely is that
Yeah.
one. You're talking about latest research. If you're talking about research statistics and all this very detailed stuff, you want to be accurate, probably not as good. But I can say for sure, to prepare for what is coming using AI for this, it's amazing. You can just ask AI, what does the crash pattern looks like 2027? It will give you a scenario, the one that is not so worse, how is it, and then the sudden one. So you have to make some logical conclusions, your own thinking as well. And then the more facts you add into it that is concrete one, let's say, the more the context will be more accurate. That's all in the context, right?
Yeah.
It's all in the context. So that's why it advised, even when I asked about the crash pattern explanation of 2027, says that, Japan yen carry unwind, all this can happen this way, but don't be too alarmed. This is the prediction. But more important, it's of the patterns that we need to understand. So the patterns, learning the knowledge and the pattern, understanding it. Let's say I don't know anything about oil trading. What does it mean? How does it do the process? How does a ship
Mm.
physically transport the oil? I still need to know. How make sure the oil is safe? I still need to know. There's certain things I'm dealing with it. So I need to understand all this in a quite detailed way. And then I counter check with someone that's very doing this business. Okay, this
Mm.
this thing, is it true? So it will be confirmed. Yes, because these have national impact significance. So I need to really get the facts correct when I design the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in terms of community level, I don't think it will be affect that significant. But it will help you significantly. Let's say if you open up example is I like to think of, when that if it's going to be recession, you need a recession proof job that
Yes.
cannot be taken over by AI. How about that?
Yeah.
And you can
A lot of
ask
a
AI.
lot of our people work for the government, so government jobs are seen as recession-proof jobs. It'll be
Yeah,
interesting to see what
but it's
happens.
limited. It's limited though. Not everyone can work in the government, right?
No, that's right.
So if you pull out recession-proof jobs, then maybe just go through a little bit of discussion, so get some
Oh, the
understanding of it.
recession-proof. Yep, got
Yeah, I
it
think
here.
there's one. This is the one I asked AI. Okay, so I'll show you how I asked AI. What are the current high-demand problem-solving jobs, which is recession-proof for a typical household, diligent learner to quickly learn and deploy? Looks quite simple, straightforward, but it does give some of the suggestion that's interesting. AI builders. This is the one that you know how to use AI to build something. It's high
Yes.
in demand, by the way. If you know anything AI to build, the things I'm going to do, I'm going to hire a developer that build AI. Okay, so
Okay.
so you can see how it's important. And
Yeah.
another one there is microgreen and urban food growing. Ask AI to help you to show you how to do it. And then
Microgreens. What's
Yeah,
microgreens?
microgreens are the just sprouting plants that after the sprout, first level is the sprouts. They don't have the
Yep.
greens yet. So you see it like
Okay.
bean sprouts. I think another few weeks later, then I think I can't remember exactly how many weeks. Then you get the leaves, micro leaves, small leaves coming out.
Yeah.
These are the most nutrient dense vegetable plants at this stage, because they are
Okay.
just ready to sprout to how to call spread their nutrients to build the plant, to grow the plant.
Yeah.
So microgreens, I tried before, but now it's getting hotter and all this. It doesn't yield that well, but
Yeah.
it worked during the dry I grow quite some microgreen, enjoy some of it. It's quite convenient, easy. You just take a seeds
Cool.
and grow it. And almost everyone can do it, or if not, you do sprouting. Learn microgreen sprouting. So
Yeah.
this one can be business, by the way. And if you know the system of consistently producing, you produce certain level amount of it. And during when food security are scarce, because this can do anywhere, literally any seeds only. And if you have
Okay.
stores of seeds, then you can just get the supply all the time. The seeds can last for long. And
Yeah.
this is one of it. And then one thing I like about is say trade assistants are able to do trade and all this, but you still need to know how
Okay.
to repairs,
Electrician,
right? I think you need
plumbing.
to know how
Yep.
to repairs. Yeah, but I don't know. This is something that you can learn as well. But I think they need certification. But
Yeah.
one thing is, all these kind of job will be in high demand. I mean, like, because you need things to repairs if you cannot buy new things fast. When economy is not good, people want to repair everything. That's what I learned.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the concept I learned. And mental health, first aid, all this NDIS is, as long as the government is strong, you still have the NDIS, you still get paid and all this.
Do you know
So
there's over
these are the suggestions.
700,000 people on the NDIS?
Oh yeah,
700,000 Australians are on the NDIS.
that one also is a bubble. I tell you, it's a bubble. It's a bubble.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are doing that. They're making a lot of money,
Yeah.
one
Oh,
after
they're making
another.
fortunes. You know, they
While the
make a huge
government,
amount of money.
yes, but when things start to unwind, it might be a different story again.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is
That's
just
right.
you can keep repeating. You can repeat the same questions in AI. So does it need to be 100% accurate? You still need to do diligence to see how effective it is. But the
Yeah.
context of the question I asked is interesting. I say it must be high in demand, problem solving, not
Yes.
making money out of someone's back that they make them suffer and they don't solve their problems. And then
Yeah.
recession proof. And this is why ChatGPT. Try Grok and see, or try Gemini and see. They give you different answers.
ChatGPT came up with this.
Yeah, ChatGPT usually
Okay.
are quite simplified. I found out. If I want more technical stuff, I go for Grok, Grok.
Yeah.
A lot of my research currently, energy, all this is with Grok, because
Yeah.
they go deeper. ChatGPT, I think if you want fast, learn first time, you can use ChatGPT. I think this is good enough. And if you're able to learn, we will collect the shared skills. We call asset inventory or skill inventory. So you create a community like a hub to self-sustain.
Yeah.
that's the idea that I think we can build now, is to know your community, your networks, and then starts to meet together and plan. I mean, in the coming weeks, I will put in terms of framework, not exactly things you must do, but framework of all areas that you want to build on. One thing you want to know is a resilient energy system. You need electricity, so you can use solar power, wind power, water power, or even diesel. Diesel. What do you call this? A diesel generator.
Yeah.
My friend that have this diesel generator, when the cyclone Fina came, people no power. He knew about it because previously cyclone has happened. Not
Yeah.
suffering. His fridge, freezer, everything product is fine. So it's a
Yeah,
simple
okay.
preparations that allow
Yeah.
him to buy enough time for the power to be restored.
Yes,
So
yes,
this
yeah.
is a simple thing, like people can share generators as well, right? So
How long was the power out in Darwin when the cyclone hit?
I think 24 hours or something. It's
Yeah.
quite fast to fix, I think, this time. But different region, because the city was power out. So of course their priority, the city needs to fix the power. Yeah. So it didn't affect my area because the power is underground. So it didn't affect.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
there
clever.
are places with underground power supply.
Yeah.
So this is just a general, but next time probably I'll put the framework so that we can start doing. And then probably when you reach the health part, I'll focusing more on that. How to
Yeah.
get the most nutrient dense food, types of food, or even eggs. My friend, his chicken is, I think, 9 years old plus. Never heard of
He's got
that.
a 9-year-old chicken.
With evidence of photo.
Wow.
You know
Wow.
what? We know what? He feed his chicken all the good food that he eats, and very clean water. Very clean. His filter is a size like my size. It's like a huge filter, water filter.
Yeah.
And no one believes him though.
Yeah.
But I know him for quite some time, so I knew. And that's the point, that you can create such a healthy environment for your animals to thrive even. We can talk about
Okay.
that. I love to talk about that. Or we can talk about even how to feed animal feeds. One of it is soldier flies, black soldier flies. I knew all this stuff. Like you can grow your own soldier flies to become a very nutrient dense feed to your animals, especially chicken, so that they grow. They have more yield. And
Did you say black soldier flies?
they
What
are
the hell
high
is a
in
black
nutrients.
soldier fly?
It's a fly that degrades organic stuff. You have maggots,
Wow.
right? There is a soldier fly. Also, their maggots. They can literally consume any kind of rubbish of organic form.
Okay.
You can Google it. You look it up. It's a well-known practice with people homestead. They understand this because it's very cost saving.
Okay.
Because you grow your own fertilizer, you make your own food for the animals, supplement with some of your other produce or this kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
can talk a lot as well. So we will reach
You're talking
there.
about a revolution here, really, of how we actually live.
And
So
I
we're
would say
approaching
that,
into consumer
I would
society.
say,
Yeah.
sorry, I would say
I'm
that maybe our focus is on more on this for me, but
Hmm.
I would love to hear from those that you start to gather people, and then those in leadership. Let's say someone very good at producing energy, someone very good at dealing with finance, stock, whatever. You gather these people, and then you teach each other, and then you prepare each area of your life, and so that your household can stand during the storm that's coming.
Yeah.
Which
Hey,
the
you
rest of
still
it, I won't
learn.
be
Like,
doing
you
it.
can be in the bus. I've learned how to. I can't fix everything, but I've learned how to fix lots of it thanks to Bill Lober. I mean, you can still learn even at my old age. You know what I mean?
So if someone knows how to create a system, to help to gather people, build like a hub system, and then people can just go online, log in, and connect each other, maybe through your cafe lockout community or whatever, so that they prepare starting from now with whatever expertise. Everyone has certain level of expertise of certain things. Some are very good at surviving. Oh, you are very needed.
Yeah.
How
That's
to
right.
build the best surviving kit, tools, gadgets, whatever you call it. And
Can I just read out this? This is from Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Maybe you should come on, Sylvia. It'd be interesting to talk to you. We've been living off grid now for over 3 years. Our grid is our mobile phones. Still not self-sufficient. Money and physical health are our biggest hurdles. Okay, but still able to get by if society falls into chaos. Thanks, Sylvia. Thanks for that comment.
hmm. So at the end, what we want is to create a community that's resilient.
Mm.
And I might, the next one later, I might start to put up the framework, how it looks like. Let me have a look and see. Oh, I haven't put together yet.
Yeah.
But the
No
idea
worries.
is you want to create a framework that is modular. You know, I understand about constructions and all this as well. So if you have something that's modular, means that there are certain ways of doing certain things. We get all the experts, you know, put together, which is the best way. And then it can easily deploy in every place. One of the things I want to do is I can get people to work on is I can create the concept. Like you want to have modular system like in the size of a container, because container easily move around, something like that. And you can have a container modular that can self-produce food. It already exists. Businesses, they do that, some of them. Or you can modular system that produce food plus power plant, generate energy through even diesel generator, doesn't matter, as long as it can produce certain energy during crisis.
Yeah.
And how to logistic works around all this. So these are all modular. So means that if this is the way that we set up as a standard, then every hub that being connected has access to it, and they can pull together a community to purchase the equipment, whatever. So whoever in the business of certain things, we want to pull together also, you know, so that the business of doing that stuff can help to solve problems for people as well. Hopefully they can get a business with a probably reasonable price and get bigger volume, you know, something to help out. Because, you know, I do have plan to like doing all this kinder stuff in terms of the help, all this, because it take a lot of my time, which I don't have. And what I can do now still with all these podcasts is to deal with my area still, health, all this, and then to bring out the framework and see, and then hopefully someone can connect with me and see, okay, because I know no matter how expert we are in health and everything, at the end of the day, if our finance is not that strong, or if we have very heavy debt, it's not going to be good as well.
Yeah.
Right. So all this part also, we need to look into it and deal with it, which is not my area. So I won't be doing that, of course. That's why we need different people from different communities. So Michael, if you can, I don't know how this is going to work out, but this is the concept I want to bring forth, that we can build a community based on a certain framework that will be resilient. Yeah, but I think I'll talk to you more later on probably. And
so
see
you're really studying on the foundation. If you're going to build a community, a resilient community to survive what's coming, you're really interested in the foundation of it, what you actually need. Because there's been several that have set up. There's one in York that's working. There's one in Nimbin that's working, but there's others out there that have collapsed. And I wonder if they've collapsed because they haven't done the foundational work of houses. I don't know. I don't want to
I
judge
think
because
a lot of it is the foundation of the foundation and the principle of the whole big picture of the system. That you need to add another understanding is the sustainability. That's why I don't go all the way say it must be green energy, because a lot of green energy, if you don't know how to do it, it is not sustainable.
Yeah. I wonder if we're actually experiencing the end or the crash of globalization, and in place it's going to be replaced by community. You know, that suddenly we'll be returning to looking after ourselves again. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows what's going to going to happen at the moment. We just can see that we're heading into a storm. You know,
you can see the picture of 1929 to 3031. That was a historical record. That is a picture of how they are gone through, and but the thing you need to understand is this one is going to be very it's like as if no place to hide kind of thing. That's what really makes me
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
Because you want to
No,
hide in
no
government
one's
bonds,
getting out
like US,
unscathed.
you want to hide in government bonds, you cannot because they are in 38 trillion debt.
Yeah, that's right. I
So
mean,
it
how
means
can a
that
government be one? How can a government bond be worth anything now when every country is into so much debt? No one even
exactly.
knows who to.
So as if like no place to hide anymore. And I just recently
Yeah.
found out that even rich people are not trusting their gold reserve in their own country. You know where they
Yeah,
move
that's
to?
well, remember
You know where they move their gold
Elon.
to?
Remember Elon promised they were going to go into that fort. You know that place where they store the Fort Knox.
Yeah, Fort
They were
Knox.
going to
Yeah,
go in there to look at the gold. Never happened.
exactly.
Never happened. They were going to go
Oh,
in there
I
live.
don't think you'll get
Yeah.
disappointed.
I don't think
You
there's
know
any
where? You
gold
know
there.
where the rich people? I just found out the other day. The rich people they are storing their gold bullion, gold, in Singapore. Of all
In
countries,
Singapore.
yes. That
Wow.
tells you a lot of political situation around the world. It tells you a
Yeah.
lot.
The Singaporean leader is a remarkable man. I've been watching his
Yeah,
speeches and stuff.
yeah.
What he's done from
Lee
when
Kuan Yew.
Malaysia
We learn
uh
about Lee Kuan Yew. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
man. I've
remarkable.
been I've
The
been
history of it.
watching a lot of his things. He's remarkable,
Yeah. So I think even I'm not good at this stuff. You see, I felt just a compulsion to share because we need help more than ever each
We need
other.
each other.
That's
We
why.
need
That's
each
why.
other.
That's why you have this. That's why you
Yeah.
have this.
And we
We have
can't
this
let failure stop
and
us because
this.
my
This.
place, yeah, my place was doing this, and I think it's going through a few problems now, but we're all going through problems. We can't let these problems stop us. I just want to read this from Christian Andrew. We were outcast at the start of the COVIDian days. We will be outcast and started the digital rollout. But when people are enslaved by the system they signed up to, they'll look upon us and go, I wish I didn't do that. Just like in the COVID, in the end, safe and effective was a fable. It was not a lie. Yeah, I know. I've never met anyone. I've only met one actually person who regretted they didn't take it because they missed their job. But I've met so many who regret taking it. So many. They go, I wish I'd never taken it. And I wish I'd never given it to my kids and all this stuff. So we're sort of veterans now of this COVID era. I was meeting that 832 gathering and all these people coming in with all these different theories and passions and ideas of what to do. But what really I found amazing about them was they haven't given in. They're going, it's too hard. Here you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Indoctrinate me. They haven't, and they're not going to. And so they're almost waiting for another challenge. Like, bring it on. We're
Yeah.
tough now, and here we are. It is heading towards us. I'm here in Nimbin. Tomorrow I'm interviewing another homeless man. I interviewed Jamie yesterday. Homeless everywhere here, and we went through Grafton. Parks just full of homeless people, and the council wants them to move on. Move on to where? Another town and join their homeless. We are crashing now as we speak. These
Yeah.
people can't find a rental and they can't afford to live. They can't afford to rent, and while they're on the dole. Some of them on Centrelink. It's really getting really tough out here. This is why Kelly and I have decided we're just going to mark, record as much as we can. I think it's interesting. It's almost going back to the days of the Great Depression, where artists, even in Australia, Banjo Patterson, and who's the other guy? Banjo Patterson. There was another guy. The other guy? Banjo Patterson. There was another great poet, and they went round and captured the stories of the very difficult era that went on for well over 10 years or more. In the Great Depression. So I think this is where we're at. We're in absolutely historic times.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's amazing.
There'll be a big difference, but
And
my real
we're
concern is
tackling
because
with a B.
yeah, I have understanding of human psychology now much better now after going through COVID
Henry
because
Lawson.
I
Thank you.
suffer.
Thank you, Deb.
Yeah,
Henry Lawson. Yeah.
because I suffer a little bit of depression even because of the COVID. Everyone everyone such on you or kind of things. You can't even go to cafe or something without
No.
approve, right? So even the family shan
Going to a cafe now, though, Lee, to be honest, you know, you go to a cafe, you order 2 meals and a cup of coffee, or I don't drink coffee anymore, I drink tea. But you sit there and it's like $60. You think $60, everything's expensive.
Yeah,
So we cook most of our own food because one, not only do you order $60 worth of food, but often it's not even that nice. And so this is happening. And I was in town today, and they were saying that it's dead. Because I could see people there, but they're saying, no, this is supposed to be the Christmas period. We should be jam packed, and the stores are empty. You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my real concern is because they are trained people to learn hopelessness for so
Yes.
long now.
Yes.
When this thing really happens, you literally sit down and do nothing.
Yeah.
I
And
felt
for
that
those who
way.
didn't listen,
They're so blank.
yeah, I just to fill you in before you go on. So Lee's been bringing up this for a while, and he's got a thing called learned hopelessness, which comes from like when they used to put rats or dogs in a cage and they electrify the cage, and the dog would whimper, but then they'd open the door, and the rat or the dog wouldn't leave. They just sit there and suffer and suffer and suffer. And Lee has the theory that that's what's happening in Australia now. No one's doing anything because through the COVID era, and the attacks on mature males or males, and I mean the whole system now seems to be wanting to make us feel worthless and ashamed of ourselves. And when you're feeling worthless and ashamed, it's very hard to fight the behemoth of the system that's wanting to remove our humanity, which is what
Yeah.
they want to do. It's I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but that's it. You know, it's that's why the young man interviewed yesterday, Jamie. I mean, he's a bit of a wild card, but he was actually he just doesn't want to be in society anymore in the way that he just doesn't want to spend his life paying off bills without a chance of actually owning a house or anything. He just doesn't see any joy there, so he's looking for a new way to live. And I think there's a lot of people out there now. It's like an exodus of people going, okay, this is not conducive to our souls anymore. Where can we go that we can start to actually live again? You know?
Yeah.
It's amazing how it's happening so quick, though, Lee. I
Yeah.
mean, I know it's taking time, but it's really happening really quickly. You know, I think digital ID comes at Facebook today. Wouldn't let me on unless I did a facial recognition, a short video. They gave me
Yes.
two options. I
Yes.
kept it. One, I could just do a facial recognition to the camera so that it knew it was me. I mean, I've had Facebook for probably 25, 30 years, however long it's been. And
Yeah.
so as to know it was me. And then it said, or you can tick a box and it will go to a human, and a human will look and decide whether you is you. I'm thinking, F off. F off. It's just going to a bot, you know? So
This is the reason I didn't go back to Facebook, because there's one time I tried to open a Facebook after many years. It asked for this first time. I say, why you want my facial recognition and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It
Facebook's
is,
basically dead for us. I mean, we do rants and stuff which do well, but the shows, we're so shadow banned that if we come off Facebook, we'll probably live on Twitter and Rumble. YouTube's let us back on, which blew my mind because they also let Brady Gunn and a few other people on. So YouTube seems to be backing off, but Instagram. So look, we don't know. It's literally, I think, with digital ID now, it's waiting to see what happens. Topher is convinced that it's just going to fall into a heap. I saw someone suggest that I'd say Darren, who's done that great video, he says if 10 or 20% of the population just refuse to do it, if they stand their ground and do the hard yards of just refusing to get digital ID, it'll collapse, because the only way it can work is if everybody's on it. And if they can't put us all on it, then it could collapse, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's a good plan.
So we need, what I want to say, we need each other's talents, right?
Yeah.
each other's talents are very precious now, because when you pull together your talent, just like ants, they don't have leaders. Ants, in fact, it's a unique one. They don't have leaders. They are one organism that work together regardless of your color or whatever. They just
Like
come
ants
together,
or
whatever
bees.
things needs to be get done. So
Yeah.
there is something
Bees.
we can learn
Yeah.
about ants and bees.
Yeah.
These bees also is unique as well. They are native, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Clo still running? What do you mean, Clo? You mean Clo Social Film? We changed it to Fort Clo. Kevin in New Zealand did that for us, and Clo Social was too expensive. It was like 150 a month. There wasn't enough people using it to make it viable, and there was no way to make it financial. So we shut it down, and now we're in Fort Clo, which doesn't cost us hardly any money, and so we're happy to keep that going. But that's maybe where we'll go. So that's Fort Clo. I should get a link up for it. I'll do it the next few days. Yeah.
If anyone, since someone say about talents and all this, I need someone that in a like be a coordinator to coordinate all this. But let's start something, because I think my email upstreamhealthnt@gmail.com. You can email me to know what your role is and how, especially if you are expert in certain area. We want to pull together, and if we can find someone that can lead this. First thing I realized that we want to prepare is to able to pull together all the talents and resources. That's the most important. Then we can start coordinating in terms of equipping, training, and all this, and also how you share your resources. And,
I mean,
we have that, and then we want to build modular. At the end of the day, there is a certain way of doing it that is reproducible all the time.
Yeah.
That's what we want to reach the level. And then all communities, hubs that involve, they will have certain level of success and resilience, definitely, that they can withstand whatever is coming. That's why all the experts will be needed.
Yeah. I think what we what might also happen is we start to relearn, because we're coming out of this soft era where, we had a joke the other day with Oosterhouse saying, people said this whole shitstorm is not going to end until the fat lady sings, because we've got an obesity epidemic. It's going to be a long song. So I think we're going to relearn how tough we are. And our community has already learned that. We've had a 5-year apprenticeship of strengthening ourselves. We've lost jobs, we've lost friends, we've lost family. We've been called everything from cookers to anti-vaxxers, I am an anti-vaxxer. Sovereign citizens is the new one, which is their term of saying apprentice terrorists. Be frightened of those people, don't join them. I mean, so there's all this stuff going on, but we have endured, and we are stronger because of it. Yeah.
Forget the difference of all this, not significant difference. Have this in mind that we come together, we want to save our household or family, and the end of the day, save the whole nation, Australia. And what you watch, if we are truly prepared in all these independent modules, hubs that is resilient, it's like a light shining beacon light in the midst of darkness, literally. Imagine, let's say the power was out, whole nation, and you have all the standard.
Well, that happened. That happened in South Australia.
It's going to happen in Europe.
They lost their power.
It's gonna happen big in Europe, in fact, because of what
wait
they've
on
done
another
in the
one.
energy.
This told me the other day. There's a farmer was talking to me. I'm going to interview a farmer coming up. 60 years he's been in this town on this farm. Tragic story. So we're going to tell that coming up. But what he told me was, in their area, there is these solar farms that have been there for like 10 years or more. Wind turbines been there for donkey's years. They're old now. Never have they been connected to the grid. Ever. We're just, I think we're going to come out of this. Common sense, I feel, is going to rise up, because you can't live forever in bullshit land. And so common sense is, and all you're talking about, Lee, is common sense. I see it rising up now. That's why you see the woke are collapsing, because people are going, nah, it's nuts. You know what I mean? And so I think that's where we're going to go. I think we're going to get stronger. We also, that's Lee's email there. So while I leave it there, Kelly, I'll get Kelly to leave it there. What were you after again, Lee? What for people to contact you?
If you have very good at certain things, let's go for the necessity first. Let's say you are someone that's good at financial planning, you know, someone that's very good at growing foods, you know. We're trying to, and of course, among all this, I might find to coordinate someone that can coordinate all this, because I truly don't have the time. I can, most likely is to create framework and how it looks like, and doesn't need to be always me, you know, in terms of the framework must be, but as long as we can find the one that we can agree, most of us, and then it can become system that's sustainable and resilient. That is the main thing. And of course, I will contribute a lot in health.
Perfect example. Yeah. So this is, so basically you're wanting to get some things planned down. So you're looking for a small little thing.
We don't have time. We already almost finished November. And please watch the YouTube and get the understanding of the patterns.
Freebies, welcome to Fight Club.
Fight Club.
First rule of Fight Club. So I want to say this one, though. Common sense is a product of rational mind. In a state of fear, common sense is the first thing to go out of the window. Exactly, Christian. This was the lesson we learned from COVID. But I think now people are realizing, well, fear didn't fix it. Giving into fear didn't fix it. And I think they will put fear aside and more common sense will come out. And I'm hearing a lot of the other mob are now far more, you just hear the common sense in their language now. You know, they don't know everything, but they go, perfect example. I won't say who. I have a friend on here and he's a gardener and he was working a small street. And there's a man there, one of his clients is dying of cancer. And the man said, there's 5 people down the street with cancer. And he went, it's the jab. I know it's the jab. And they frightened us into getting it. He was really angry. And the street, they're all terminal. You know, this is a really hard awakening. I actually feel sorry for them. I really do. You got this thing in you. You really don't know what it is. The government just ignores you. Now they're moving on like it never happened. That's why we're doing some interviews now. We're doing an interview on Monday. What's her name? Petra. With a woman who lost her daughter. Daughter took the jab. Beautiful woman, beautiful young woman, died horribly from it. We did a story on her 2 years ago, but now we're doing a follow-up because I want to see, and I'm going to do one with America too. How do you get over the grief and go back into society and operate in society when society or the government is behind the killing of your child? It's democide. So how do you cope when no one wants to know, no one wants to hear, no one wants to acknowledge? You're supposed to just, bad luck. Get on with your life, you know, go to bingo, go to whatever, watch The Farmer Finds a Pig or whatever that show is called, and get on with your life. I find it horrendous. The whole country is suffering from PTSD. Not all of it, but there's a lot of PTSD. A lot of people are scared and confused, worn out. And the only cure is not going to come from the government or counselors. Like this Sunday, sorry to go on, we're doing a story Sunday. The psychologists now are being told by the regulators what to say. They can't just sit with you. A counselor just can't sit with you anymore. A psychologist can't sit with you and tell you what they think. They have to stick to a script. So that ain't going to work. That is not going to work. And so the government, it just, I'm sort of, it's exasperating. But I do think with you, Lee, I do think now the people are going to go, The social contract is just wearing away. Why should we do this? Even Kelly got in a taxi or an Uber, and the Uber driver said all his Indian mates are going back to India because they say, why live in Australia? You work like a slave for 70 years, and then what? And so yeah, it's going to be a very, very, very exciting, interesting, challenging, grieving time. But the benefit of this is in these historic times, like in any war, life can become what's the word? Worth living.
Yeah.
It crystallizes, every day. Okay, I'm here, I'm alive. How am I going to feed myself? All your senses are working. You're not just going through the job going, here, put this here, go home, get
Exactly.
drunk, come back the next day. You're not doing that. You're living. You're challenged. And
Exactly.
we are robust animals. I mean, look, we came out of caves and we took over the whole planet and we ended up on the moon, maybe. And we're a tough species. And I think this era of just us going fat and slow and being basically mollycoddle in the nanny state, I think this will come to an end. What we're looking for now, like even yourself, you're not talking about going to the government. You're saying we've got to do this ourselves.
Yeah.
How do we
No,
do it?
no. The things about energy, I'm not going to govern, by the way. You will watch. This thing will going to be greater than the government.
Mm.
It's a very
Yeah.
unique thing.
Yeah.
But I want to emphasize one thing. People depressed because there's no progression.
Yes.
Progress, improvement, it's part of living. So
Yeah.
that's why when we see this stuff coming, we have certain plan, community engaging day to day. Now I don't even have time to properly think or relax or anything because so many things in my agenda that needs to learn, work on, and build.
I think you have to give yourself a day off, though, like the Jews, the
I
Saturday.
do have
They give
Sunday.
themselves a day off. And I
There's a
saw a very
Sunday.
wealthy man
Yeah.
say he gives himself a day off because it allows you to evaluate what you've done and be open to the universe for anything else coming for ideas. If you're constantly going like this, you're just running yourself into the grave.
Good.
And
Yeah.
so I usually Tuesday or sometimes Friday tomorrow, but work at the moment, but we do less,
Yeah.
as
You're right.
we
Actually,
go
I do
through.
have Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the day I go to church, and then I spend more time just by myself, walking the dog. Yeah, that is true. There's one day at least that I clear my mind to calm
I agree.
myself. Yeah.
Could you leave that comment there from Simon? Yeah,
What was it?
I totally hear you, Lee, and that's what I've been doing, just slowing a bit, and it just allows you to get some perspective, think deeper. I'm not writing at the moment because I think you sort of write once you've reached something, and you write back what you've seen, and you sort of try to evaluate it or summarize it. But right at the moment, it's all new, so you're looking around. There's no time to write. Simon, lovely comment, brother. We knew what we were in for before we came. We still wanted to come. I totally agree, Simon. I think most of us, especially in the freedom movement, I think we chose to be here, and a lot of people in the freedom movement saying, hey, bring it on. Give us a challenge. Well, it's coming. It's coming,
By
Yeah.
the way, just a quick thing in my mind because it keep coming to my mind. I don't talk about cryptos, right?
Yeah.
But I need to let you know, is anyone that hears me that you are good at doing projects with blockchain and cryptos?
Yeah.
It's very fundamental for connecting our hubs.
Yeah.
So I know the concept, but of course the coding, all this, I don't have time to learn. I'm not interested at all. But
No.
I can, if you are the person, probably we can connect so that we can start to build a system that's blockchain. Blockchain means that it is immutable. So it has all the information, whatever needs to gather resources, proof of ownership, all sorts of things can do in the blockchain and cryptos that not just limited by paper. And it can save a lot, including your land title deeds, all the stuff, sharing of resources using blockchain. It's a very unique way of doing it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if you are a blockchain developer, especially, or what they call AI person, very good at AI. I mean, someone that's very good at AI, please come and find me because I got a lot of ideas. Because
Yeah.
we need to use AI to become an agent to help us to solve problems while we are deep planning even. AI is, you can make AI become a person, like an agent, to do any task literally, but you need to know how to
Yeah.
train it. So
Yeah.
if you are doing AI, all this stuff, it will help to, what I want to do also to leverage, means that to buy more time by using technology to help
Yeah.
us to get our preparation faster, even better. Means that we can
Yeah.
celebrate by November. Everyone celebrate November, December before crossing the new year, because I can almost guarantee you 2026 December will never ever be the same after that. That
Wow.
is for sure. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Because the
It's
signs are
true.
showing already. It's just a matter of exact time and all this.
Yeah.
But I would love to see, let me say a vision is, once I mentioned this on 27 November, by 27 November next year, we see all this system in place, we set up, we are ready, and then we celebrate. Whatever the world throw at us, we are ready. How about that?
I love it, man. See, I'm
And
not
Michael,
selling anything.
you are always doing stuff.
There's Lee's email there. If you want to contact him, if you've got any ideas or you think you can help, this is what we got to do: build networks, build community. All we've got to have is each other. No one's coming to help us. There's no white hats.
Yeah.
There's no. I
Yeah.
don't
Don't
even
be
know where the
distracted
concept
by
of
white
white
hats, all
hats
this,
came from.
because
Where
white
did the
hats, all this
concept
can
of
make
white
people
hats come
lazy.
from?
I mean, they
You
can
know?
make people lazy. Those people in high position, they also feel the same way as us. They want to save. Of course, they do their part. But
Yeah.
I don't want to be
But even the
distracted
whole
because
theory
of
of
that.
white hats, it's like Roy Rogers or something, or the Lone Ranger philosophy that's somehow out there hiding behind all this. They're letting it happen, and then the white hats will come and fix it all. Bonkers! It's us. It's us. And societies do collapse. They do cyclic, and they do collapse and get reborn. So yeah, I mean, this is it, man.
Yeah.
This
So
is it.
I think now I remember, if you're really good at cryptos, not trading, all this, not interested, but build system, build infrastructure. If you know any
Yeah.
of cryptos, all this, and also if you are AI, any form of level AI, you know, especially in AI agents building, we can become like a hub of thinking brain, and
Yes.
it will plan far faster than any human brain can do. You know that.
Yeah,
But I
100%.
need people to help us set
100%.
up. You see, AI is not our
Phil, you
enemy.
should
AI
contact
is
him,
not
Phil.
enemy. You know how I see AI? AI is our servant. How about that? Change your
Yeah.
mindset. Because
Yeah.
it's free for you to use.
I know. I know. I use it all the time. Or I
Exactly.
use it for show
Why are we
notes.
so afraid of it?
You know, I haven't used it more than that, but I'm using it all the time. And yeah, it's extraordinary. You know, Jamie here is like his best friend. You got all these people, basically ChatGPT is their best friend. We're in this incredibly interesting time. You know, it's almost like, well, one thing I would suggest everybody does, and because it's really changed my perspective, is actually, I know digital ID is coming, but just take a few days off of hardly doing any social media. Maybe a little in the evening, just check, but hardly do any. And what happens is like, yeah, because it's got you so tense, it's got you so like this. It's basically, if you stop doing social media, maybe we should all do it. It's like what you said, learned helplessness. It's it basic. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired because there's a massive storm here about 3 o'clock last night. But that's how you get out of the cage. You pick yourself up where you've been electrocuted, and the doors open. You walk out, and you realize, hey, it's not so bad. The world's pretty cool, and you get yourself together more. So I don't know. This doomsday scrolling of just like bad, 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 everything's bad. It's gonna affect you, brother. So yeah, I never found a plan I trusted. Q included. Be your own white hat, I reckon. That's right, Ben. Yeah,
Tell you one thing, if you keep just rely on Q, you will be 100%, mark my word, you will 100% be disappointed in 2027.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's just a distraction for you not to prepare yourself.
Yes, that's right.
And
That's right.
not ourselves, now it's our community, our big brain. And if we make the AI become our master brain, in a way that help us to organize things in a way that makes it easier for every one of us and better if we profit out of it. You know, we can create a system that profit.
Do you think though with AI, like if we give it too much, if we trust it too much, there's always that chance that it could be lying to us or being used by the other side to convince us to do things that we actually don't want to do. You know what I mean? I think
but we do have logic brain, right? Are we thinking logically? We think logically when you have certain plans or whatever, we go through that as well, right?
Yeah.
And we have
AI helps me do lots of output.
Well.
People say, how do you do the output? So, sorry to talk over you. But yeah, but it's still, I even heard that Bill Gates came out and said he doesn't believe climate change anymore. It's not a danger for the foreseeable future. And someone was saying the reason he said that is because AI is taking over and they're going to need copious amounts of energy for all the data centers, and wind and solar ain't going to cut it. So they're going to start pushing more traditional forms of power. So it's basically what these billionaires have done is gone, hey, look at all this money we can make from climate change, frighten the people, you know, get Greta Thunberg doing all this stuff. Everyone's going crazy about it, even though you look around and going, well, it's not actually any hotter and the water hasn't risen at all. The evidence is right there in front of your face. They don't see it because of the fears going crazy. But now they've realized they can make more money from AI and like, climate change. You know?
The only true AI that I'm afraid of is what, is those people heart that are vulnerable. You can never build relationship with AI.
No.
You will be deceived in such a way that you kill yourself, literally, when you hit a certain point of disappointment, because that connection of soul, I can see that AI is robbing, it's like capturing people's soul, literally.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Already.
Because they are so good at human behaviors. Like I say, it's highly predictable. So AI, based on predictability, they are experts. So they can predict every single step of your move, literally, almost, to a certain point when they understand certain history. You know, in China,
I put anything into AI to edit, it goes, oh, this is wonderful. This is magnificent. Yeah,
I give an example.
Right. Yeah.
In China,
Why
AI,
am I getting you to edit it?
In China, the AI, it will not just recognize your face. It doesn't need to see your face. It can know it's you. You know how?
Yeah.
It see the way you walk.
Yeah, your gait.
The way, yes, it's called gait. You look it up. It's a well-known because gait has a pattern. So every individual human being has a pattern of gait they walk.
Yeah.
And they can pick that up out of 90+% certainty.
Yeah.
So we don't have much time to go through all that. But my heart is, you know what I think of? Okay, you really want a challenge?
Sure.
Build your own AI. Why don't you build your own
AI?
Yes. Why Elon Musk has a Grok? Why this one ChatGPT? They are different. Why don't we have our own? Now you get the engineers that brains start cracking.
Well, there's people in China making it. There's I think called Kimi AI, was made by just one guy. One Chinese guy made this AI that basically killed the business plan of ChatGPT. It was going to make trillions. It didn't, because this guy in China created his own. So it is possible. I don't see why we can't do that. Exactly. I think now everything's up for grabs. It's like the world's changing. Things will be collapsing. Huge opportunities amongst all that. And basically also what I was saying last night in this rant, I want to be a human being. I am going to defend my right to be a human being, and they're trying to make us feel worthless. They're trying to make us feel inadequate and useless eaters. F you. I don't feel like a useless eater. I'm here on this planet. And I think defending humanity itself is going to be the front line. I want to remain a human being. I don't care how clever AI gets. I get it. Exactly. I guess it would always just want to be a human. Exactly. I think a human is a wonderful, marvelous thing to be. And I think we should celebrate it. And I think that's why Kelly did that great. I took a picture of Kelly last night. It's causing a lot of conversation today, especially from Danny Nino. But to me, she doesn't want the government looking and knowing everything about her, what she looks at, what she goes, what she spends. She just wants to be free and wild, a bit wild. She wants to be herself. She wants her privacy, and that's what they're coming for. It's yeah.
You know how to fix the problem? Use blockchain. There's already existing blockchain that secure our own data that people cannot look into it.
Yeah, well, Odyssey is a social media platform like this, which you can live stream to, but it's on blockchain. You know, so
Exactly.
maybe we should move to
this is very important technology for those who passionate learn. You will be highly valuable.
Yeah,
You will be
I've
highly.
got an account on Odyssey. When I went there recently to just check, because I did set up an account, Odyssey was full of cafe locked out stuff. All these people are sharing it all over Odyssey. It was everywhere. It was in Norway, it's all over the world. I was like, oh my God. And so to me, because Facebook asked me to prove my identity today with facial recognition, and then it stopped, I just swiped by and I just got on. It didn't ask me. But if it's going to ask me, then we will, and we'll probably give notice, but we will move to another platform, FFB, if they want this much control of me. You're just a business. You're supposed to be serving me like a customer, not controlling me, you know? So, yeah, bring it on.
Species.
Bring it on.
Free-range humans.
Yeah, I think we're heading to somewhere much better. I think they're going to come after us. They're going to try. They're going to eventually fail. And the people that emerge from that will be far stronger than the last, say, 20 years of people. They're going to be really tough. They're going to be hard to walk over, and they're going to be focused. And they talk about 1,000 years of peace. I don't know what's going to happen, but bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't have to always obey the government. That's what I learned. You know, the during the US, I think President Nixon, when he took the gold standard, they said everyone needs to give back the gold, right?
Yeah.
To redeem. Those that obey, they lost their wealth. Those that buried their gold on the ground, they are the one that had generations' wealth.
I tell you what, I bet there was hardly any Asians handing over their gold. They wouldn't be that stupid.
So
they'd be all buried everywhere.
It's a very important thing is to, you know, not always you obey the government, whatever, you know. We have to use rational thinking and justice. What is true justice, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why we want to be a community that is resilient even towards. I mean, I hope that in one of the way is so strong that we are independent of government itself. It's the best because you are no string attached.
And I've got a brochure here that a guy in Sydney gave me about setting up a government on blockchain, and that it's called DAO. I can't find it downloaded. It's a theory from Poland. You know.
Oh, if the developer knows, you know, want to set up the concept, I can put it up because I already have a mindset of all this. The government. What do you call a decentralized government? I think called DAO.
I'll send you the link for this. You'll really take it in. It'd be really good to do an interview about it with you. Say in 2 weeks, I'll send it to you because it's fascinating what he's talking about. That there's no parties. Everyone that gets elected is from the community. Yeah, it's a really
community driven. I already have some of the blueprints of how it's going to look like. Even I need people to make it happen. I'm the person that see the whole system, understands it, and how to make it sustainable and resilient. That is the two things I always like to do: is sustainable and resilient. So if it's sustainable, resilient.
Think too. Oh, sorry. Finish what you're going to say.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
No, I also think too, as more and more people sort of realize they can't take the government path, we have to be accommodating when they come to us. Yeah. And we have to be good people. We are good people. And I think we continue to be good people. And that's why this song, I'm going to finish when we finish here, this Cure song I've written now, this is it. You know, it's time to sort of start healing ourselves, start getting our worth back, start reminding the those that would oppress us. This is a human planet. We're human beings. They're no more better than us. You know, we've all got a right
Yes.
to be here. We've all got a right to be ourselves. Yeah.
We are just doing the same thing. I mean, not same thing. The things I've been doing, the things I'm sharing, all this, keep doing that. But we are rising, upgraded to another level. How about that? I think it's
Yeah,
a better
I think
explanation.
so.
We have
I think
upgraded.
so.
So now we
Now,
are setting systems.
yeah, it's the next step, man. Anyway, I'm going to have to probably call it quits because I'm pretty weary because we were up last night with the big storm. But it almost blew our gazebo away. Yeah, and the tree above us was cracking. We think, oh no, we're going to have a tree falling on us. And we had no cyclone. We just had a storm. But is there anything you'd like to say? Would you like to do one of your great prayers before we go? It's up to you.
Oh, sure. I would love to. Okay.
Cool.
Great. Father, we thank you, Lord. You are the God of all the earth. You love every single audience here with all your heart. And I thank you, Lord, that you use me to share this simple plan, this simple ways of getting the people, the community prepared. Father, I pray that you open their eyes to see, to understand clearly what is coming, so that they will not be in, they will prepare and not in trouble. And Father, I pray that you grant them wisdom, understanding, intelligence. Grant them the understanding of what to prepare, how to prepare, Lord. These little things I share, Lord, let it bring clarity, Lord, that they will know and prepare. And I pray, Lord, that your blessing mightily come upon those that listen in the audience, so that, Lord, they know that you love them. You always love your children. You love the people of Australia. I know it for fact, Father. And I thank you, Lord, that you help them, oh Lord. Bless every single family's loved ones that is in this audience, Father. That build the relationship, mend the relationship, Father. We need to be united regardless of what. So, Father, I pray that you cause this whole Australia, from the individual to the family unit to the community to the whole nation, to unite together, oh Lord, to prepare for what is coming, oh Lord, so that we will be grateful, and we will be able to help others that are less fortunate or were not prepared enough, oh Father. So Lord, I thank you, Lord. Let this be the beginning of this movement that caused many to unite, not because of color or anything, but unite under one banner, which is to save Australia, starting from their own family, community, and into a hub of resilient communities, Lord. So I pray, Lord, that let your blessing come upon every single person. And I pray for great health, Father. Stretch out your hand, oh Lord. Heal anyone that's sick, Father. Restore energy, restore health in their body, so that, Lord, they will be healthy again. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Man, you're the best. Amen, by the way. You're
Thank you.
great. Man, you got to be a preacher. Honestly. William Bay.
Everyone say that.
William Bay. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't
Thank
believe
you.
that I'm sitting here listening to a prayer. If you knew me previous to COVID, but now it's amazing. That was beautiful, brother. Beautiful. Yeah, I recommend everyone watching, when Lee comes on, this is the second or third time he's done this with a prayer, close your eyes and just listen. It's a thing. It's a thing. All right, my gorgeous brother, I'll see you in 2 weeks, unless you have something you want to do before then. And take care of yourself. Try not to get blown away by any other cyclones. We need you.
I'm still here.
Take care, Lee. Thanks for a great
Thank
show.
you.
Thanks everybody for watching. And George, Keswick, and Mark will be back tomorrow. And we'll probably put a show up during the day too. Take care. Good night, everybody.
If I could be anything for you, I would be your cure. I'd pour light into your wounds to soak their poison into the potions of love, into the golden and smooth And as their darkness drained, I would tear apart your cage, remolding the bars that held you into your destined wings.
Gotta dance to this, guys.
Into your destined wings.
That's knowledgeable.
Flying above us all in your destined wings.
Absolutely gorgeous. We were the only people parked.
And if from your flight you return, I would have sewn a blanket for you,
Strict freedom. Don't
cut
give a
fresh
fuck.
from the curative fabric of spring. But hopefully you'd fly off to their
That all right.
destination.
Roscoe is still.
You were born with the one they tried to steal from your soul. That destination you were born with, the one they tried to steal from your soul. If I could be anything for you,
I'd like to say a huge thank you to
I
everyone
would be your cure.
who's come out and supported Michael and Cafe Lockdown to continue doing good.
If I could be anything for you, I would be your cure.
They're tight nuts. Tight nuts. Christian Michael has.
I would tear apart your cage, remolding the bars that held you into your
is that,
destined wings.
You gotta come on, Christian Andrew. You gotta come on and
Your
have a chat.
destined wings.
That's just a page,
Your
mate.
destined wings. Your destined wings.
I think this would be good to fly.
Fly, just fly.
It's creating our own music, our own culture. The other one's dying, we're creating a new one.
Realize all that is holding you down. The concepts.
It's not actually standing while the bus is driving.
If I could be anything for you, if I could be anything, I would be your
That's
cure. I would be your cure. I would be your cure. If I could be anything for
Not actually
you,
moving. It's not full illusion.
I would be your cure. I'd pour light into your wounds to soak their poison into the potions of love, into the golden and smoldering potions of love.
Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all. I don't want to say stay safe, stay free, stay feisty, and a big thanks to Lee. He comes on, he works really, really hard, and he shares his knowledge with us. We're privileged to have him, and we're changing Cafe Lockdown to Cafe Lockdown on the Run. And the reason being is I really feel that they're just trying to make us feel utterly worthless. They're after our humanity. AI is better than us. We can do everything. They're after our humanity. And so, F you, because I like being a human being. And I want my kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids' kids to enjoy being a human being. And the best way to enjoy a human being is to have worth. So let's start enjoying. Where am I looking? Being ourselves. Good night, everybody.